Hi guys, this is lesson 12, and let's go ahead and get started with some division. Okay, so we are asked to divide the whole numbers by 10, 100, or 1,000 and find the quotient. Okay, so let's look at number 1 together. So we have 841 divided by 10. And we know how to do that, right? We know how to do all this, right? And then we find how many 10s go into 84, right? And then we do, that's 8 and blah, blah, blah. We know how to do all that, right? And so I'm going to teach you guys a more quick and easy way. Okay? So we are going to look, whenever we're dividing a number by 10, right? Or 10 or 10, 100 or 1,000, right? We are going to look at the zeros. And we're going to see how many zeros it has, right? So 10 has 1 0. Okay? And so we are going to move this decimal point. So remember there's a decimal point, right? Over here. And so we're going to move this decimal point to the left one. So now the decimal point is over here. Okay? So our answer is going to be 84.1. See how quick that was? So let's try number 7. So 1,000, how many zeros are in 1,000? 1, 2, 3 zeros, right? And so again, remember there's a decimal point over here, and then we're going to move this decimal point to the left 3, okay? So we go 1, 2, 3. And then we move the decimal point to the front, okay? And so our answer is 0.123. That's it. See how simple that was? Okay. So using that method, go ahead and solve the rest of the questions. And then let's move on to our second page, which is dividing decimals. So on this page, we are asked to find the missing numbers. Okay. And so again, we are going to use the method of moving the decimal point, okay? So we have 0.8 divided by something equals 0.2, okay? We are going to move the decimal point to right one so that we are working with 8, which is a whole number, instead of a decimal, okay? And what we do to one side, we have to do it to the other side also. And so if you move this decimal point to the right one, we have 2 instead of 0.2, okay? And so when we rewrite it, we have 8 divided by something equals 2, okay? And we know that something is going to equal 4. So 4 is our answer, okay? Let's try another question together. So number 2, we have 1.8 divided by something equals 0.3. Again, we're going to move the decimal point to the right one. So then we're working with a whole number, which is 18, right? And then remember, we're going to do it to the other side also. So we move this decimal point to the right one. And so we have 3 instead of 0.3. And then when we rewrite it, we have 18 divided by something equals 3. And then we know that something is going to equal 6. Okay, so 6 is our answer. So give this page a try. Remember to move the decimal points, and then let's move on to our third page. So addition of integers, find the sum. Okay, so it's just simple addition, but with negative numbers. Okay, so what is 6 plus negative 12? Well, we know that that's going to equal negative 6, right? Remember the number line, right? You could draw a number line if that helps you. But we know that it's going to equal negative 6. And then what is negative 6 plus 2? Well, that is negative 4. So negative 4 is our answer. Okay? Let's try number 7 together. Oh, and 7 doesn't even have a negative number, so it's just easy addition. right? So we go ahead and add, that's 26, and then 26 plus 15. We do the math, and then we get 41 as our answer. Okay? So draw a number line if you have to. If not, just do the math in your head and then just get the answer. Okay? So then let's move on to our last page, which is multiplication of integers. So again, we are looking for the missing numbers. Okay, so for number 1, something times -8 equals 32. So how are we going to find that missing number? What do we have to use? Well, we are going to use division. Okay? So let's divide 32 by -8. Okay, and when we do that, what's 32 divided by 8? We know that equals 4. So is 4 our answer? No, right? Why? Because we have a negative in front of the 8. Okay, and remember, a positive number divided by a negative number equals a negative number, right? So what do we need? We need a negative in front of the 4. And so our final answer is -4. Okay? And we could check, look, negative times a negative, right, equals a positive. Okay? So we could check like that also. So number 2. Oh, it's just easy multiplications, right? 6 times something equals 54. Again, we divide. Actually, we don't even have to divide, right? Because we know that 6 times 9 is going to equal 54. Okay, so 9 is our answer. So be careful with the negative signs, right? Remember this, and then give this page a try. So that's it, and here are your answers.